Hey y'all, it's Clever Wolf, and we're back here on the Vanilla Empire server, and it's time for some interactive Let's Play! Yay! So, first off, something I need to do is kind of get this interactive Let's Play a little bit more organized, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a comment video, and this video will be like a minute long, and the video will just be of just words explaining what the video is, and that video will be the video that you post your ideas and your comments and the things that you want me to do on this server. And if that's where I'll be taking my randomly picking comments to interactively play. And so the video will be really short, and as I make new episodes will each have their own comment video. So there'll be multiple comment videos, but it'll be very obvious which ones are open and which ones are closed. The very last comment video should be open and be the one that you should use to make comments for things for me to do. So let me give you a quick tour or a little update of the base. I've gotten some new enchantments on my armor, and I've started work on building a house, a nice modern looking house, and so far it's going okay. I've had a mixture of ideas of what I want it to look like, and different materials. I mean, this could all, well, some of this could all change. This is probably going to change, but yeah, right now I'm still kind of looking for trying to figure out exactly how. Like, I know I want this will be the basement, and then this will be the first level, and then that next five blocks will be the top level, and it'll be big, and I'm still working on it. I'm trying to figure out what materials I want to use and things like that. Just other things, I still haven't got the mob spawner, the item farm working. I do have 2 horses and a donkey and a mule. I've been using my mule to get a bunch of sand, so I can make sandstone. And yeah, let's get into it. So I also have another video series, real quick, I want to mention, called Desert Run, which is a video of me running to the desert, and so you can check that out on my channel. Also, if you haven't been able to notice, I got a brand new mic, and so my audio my voice will sound a lot better in these videos. Alright, so last week we got 4 comments on our video, and I got my random numbered my random number generator here. We've got 4 comments, so I've got it set from 1 to 4, and it'll randomly pick a number between 1 and 4. And so I'll go ahead and just go ahead and talk, or say what all the comments are, since there's just 4. WinterHoneydew, who's all the comments came from players on the server, but if you're not on the server, feel free to comment as well. So WinterHoneydew, he had 2 ideas, and his 2 ideas were create a Vanilla Empire theme tune using note blocks, and then his second idea was to taunt or prank him and Dave. So I guess if he gets chosen, I'll get to choose which one of those 2 I want to do, or do both of them, or whatever. Also, Viri, she wanted me to build a roller coaster. I like that idea. And Paranormal Raccoon wants me to build a flower shop at spawn. so that I can, I mean, because I'm in a flower biome, so, or a flower forest, so I have access to a lot of flowers, and so it'd be really nice to have a shop at spawn where people could, you know, purchase flowers. Also, we have, and then the fourth comment is Dave, who, WinterHoneydew's friend. He said, find a mesa. So, I've got my random number picker thingy, and here we go. And it's number 3, Paranormal Raccoon. I guess I'm gonna build a flower shop then at spawn. All right. Well, let me think about what I want to do, and you know, start getting some materials out of my base, and then I'll come back and I'll show you kind of what I'm gonna do. Okay, well, I'm here at spawn, and I've brought some materials and to build my flowers, build the flower shop. So first things first, I saw Paranormal Raccoon's comment on my video, and I thought it really was a good idea to have, you know, some flowers at spawn. So I built this little I call it the honor system trading stand, where people could come, and I was asking for wood, dark oak or nether quartz or spruce wood, and I was giving out flowers and you know, done armor from my zombie spawner. So it was just a quick little thing that I did, and as you can see over here, Lino decided to build one right next to it, and kind of do some of his own trading on the server as well. But so now that I'm officially gonna build a flower shop. This little, you know, building that's behind me here is just, you know, it's not really gonna do for, you know, a real, it's not a real flower shop. I need to build a real flower shop. So I'm gonna destroy this, and kind of, I know it's probably gonna make Lino upset, but once he sees what I do over here, it's still not, it's gonna be a little bit bigger. I don't it's gonna be at least 12 blocks wide, however wide that is, this direction, and it's gonna be, you know 5 or 6, I don't know, 8 blocks deep. So it's gonna be a bigger building, and so I'm gonna leave all of this right here and just kind of build in this area right here, and it'll come back a little bit back here, and so I'm gonna destroy this and kind of clear some space and kind of get it mapped out of how big it's gonna be, and then I'll show you my progress. All right, the first part is kind of yeah, this looks really weird right now, but it all makes sense when I start building more of it. But the first part is the customer, where the customer is gonna the customer is gonna come to spawn, and he's gonna see this shop here, and though I'll have to put signs up explaining exactly how it works, but basically the customer will decide which kind of flower he wants, or he or she wants, and come up to the dispenser that has the has the correct flower, or the correct item that he or she wants, and then they will come in, and they will put in the dispenser the currency that I asked for, and when they put the currency in they ask for, the currency the currency I asked for will come out, and then right now it's this little system that I'm going to build is going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. So they put in, I asked for gunpowder, or I asked for clay, or I'm probably going to ask for clay balls, little clay balls. So you'll be able to put clay balls into the dispenser, and then the dispenser will fill up with the type of flower uh, that you want, depending on which dispenser you go to. And so you say if this was red flowers, you would put it in your clay ball would disappear, and then a red flower would pop in. Now if they put anything other than what I want, it'll just be stuck in there. So you'll see how the whole system works once I get it going. But yeah, this is kind of the front part. So I'm gonna build the system I got, or that I have, is stackable, and so you just build it right back behind here, and underneath a bit, and then each one you can put each system right next to each other, so it allows for this kind of design. That's why. And there's a bunch of different flowers. There's actually 15 different types of flowers, but for right now I'm just gonna have a shop selling 12. I don't know which 12 that will be, but it'll just depend on which one of these I want to sell. I can always get more and more, but it's more important for me just to kind of get the shop actually working. So I'm gonna build the first part of the system, and then I'll just be able to repeat that for each one of these different dispensers. So I'll build the first one, and then I'll come back. Alright, well, I'm back, and I've got the first one of these item things working. So I should mention that this design was a compact design that I found from Minecraft with Dummies. That's the YouTube channel if you want to look it up. But it's just a simple. I say simple. It looks complicated, but it's really not that complicated. And I mean, the first part, I don't know if you should have. I mean, since hoppers have been out and comparators, this kind of system right here has been used, but this part of the system changes depending on all the different ways people have thought about making these type of machines. So here's how it works. In this chest is what the inventory that I want to give out, and this one's a allium flower. And so right now this hopper right here controls the currency, like what you're getting paid. So right now it's set up to it only accepts orange wool, and anything else that's put in here, well, for right now, anything else that's put in here it won't accept, except it will accept dirt. So if I put dirt in there, it'll mess up the system. So I'm going to choose, I'm not going to tell on the video, but I'm going to choose a certain material or item to put in here that, well, it's going to be an item that nobody can, either they're not going to guess what it is, or, I mean, they can break my system if they wanted to and figure out what it is, or I could make it, a map, a type of map out from a certain place, but that takes a lot of iron to do that. So because you need 21, you need 18, 19, 20, 21, you need 21 blocks to fill up this space, so that it only accepts orange wool, and I'll show you. So the customer comes up, they see they want an allium flower. I'll have like a little sign or something, it'll make sense once it's done. And what happens is they'll see that the currency is orange wool, and so they'll put orange wool in the dispenser. The orange wool will disappear, and then an allium flower will get put in, and so they can take as many as they like. And so you just put more. You put one currency in, you get one item out. One currency in, one item out. If you put something other than the currency that I want, it'll just stay there. It doesn't move. they get it, they'll have to take it back or whatever, or they can just clog up the machine. They can also use, if I use dirt in here, it will mess up the machine, like I said, unless I put an item that you can't duplicate, like a map from, like maps are the the type of thing that people usually use, so you can't break the system, because you just go to a random spot, make a map, and then make 21 copies of that map, which means 21 times 4 iron is what it takes to make one of those duplicate maps for each one of these dispenser systems. But yeah, so this is the first part of it. Let me sleep real quick. The first part of it is you have a hopper faced in this half block, and this is the chest where I will come in and pick up, the currency that people pick up. So I'll have to devise some kind of thing down here where I can come in and collect my loot, collect my currency of whatever I want at the time, or whatever I'm charging for flowers, which it's gonna be clay balls. I didn't have any clay balls on me to make that system work like that. So, but I will, by the time I finish this video, I'll have it working correctly. So you have this hopper, which, like I said, is set up to accept your currency. This hopper will have one of the currency in it, and then it'll filter down into this chest where you can come pick it up. And this is just how the redstone system works. You've got 2 hoppers coming from the dispensing chest where you have your the items you want to sell, and then what happens is if the correct item is placed in here, it sends a little pulse. I don't know if you saw it. Watch this over here. See, it sends that little pulse. There's a little pulse that's when something gets through this hopper, it'll send the signal up here and then back here to this. See, right now this hopper is turned off. Otherwise, it would just, all the items in this chest would be just flowing into the dispenser. But because it's powered right now, because the hopper is powered because of this repeater, items don't fall. And it won't fall until the correct item comes through this hopper, and then that'll send the signal back around, and then it'll send the signal back around, and then a flower will drop in, and then be able for the customer to pick up the flower, and then I can come pick up the currency back later. And see, there's the extra one. So yep, that's how it works. And then it's all contained in this one, block, and so I just make another one right here, and another one right here, and right here, and I can dispense 12 different types of flowers, all from one little shop. Yeah, so I'm gonna build the rest of it right here, and then get it working, and then I'll come back when it's almost done, or when I complete some more of it. Alright, well, so I've got the first part of it done. I've got all the redstone wiring, and it all lined up in an array of dispensers and hoppers and the chest, the collection, or the currency collection chest, and the item chest, or the chest of what I'm going to be dispensing. So it's worth noting that these are trap chests, and these are normal chests, and you just do every other one. That's how you get chests how to have individual chests all right next to each other. And as you can see down here, the redstone the redstone that you put on these blocks, they connect to each other, but you don't have to worry about if somebody puts some currency in this dispenser, that it won't light up. This redstone won't light up these other. They don't. It doesn't affect the other ones next to each other, even though they're all connected, because the comparator only sends a 2-block signal, and so it can't go. It would have to go 1, 2, 3 blocks to get into another one of the dispensers. That's another reason why it's so compact and able to put all of them right next to each other. So I've got it all pretty much cleaned up, and all of these I disconnected because these are where this is where the currency is going to come down into, so I don't have to worry about these chests. They can be double chest or whatever, because they're all going to be collecting the same thing. So yeah, so now I just need to work on filling up these chests with all the different, which I'm going to pick which flowers are going to go in the chest, and then I'm going to, I've got to make something up here, something so you can, there's directions about how to use this item stand, and what is in each what is in each row of dispensers, and how you get how to get what you want. So yeah, I'll be when I get that figured out and built, I'll come back for another little section. Alright, and we're back. I finally got it done. I got it complete. There's just a couple of things more that I want to show you guys, and then we're done. Yeah. So I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I'll show it to you right now. Here we go. Clever Wolf's Flower Shop. Here it is in all its glory. Woohoo! Alright, so I was able to build it up, put in some lighting, do some decorations, make it look not just like a big square building. I put my signature on the back of it, a little CW. So yeah, and actually I tested it out a little bit. It does work, but I will show you guys this dispenser, just how I can change the payment or whatever like that. But yeah, to get a flower, place the payment in the dispenser in front of the flower you desire. Flowers will appear in the dispenser automatically. And right now, see, here's a little item frame to put the current payment as a clay ball, or just clay. Yeah, it's just clay, but people understand. And so you just you walk up and see which one you like. I really like the blue orchid, and so I put my clay ball in there, and then boom, it pops out. And then you can take your flower. So here's how I'll show the inside now. The first thing is, so whenever I need to replenish the stock, I can just come in here and do that just right here, with all the flowers I have. Since these are, these are tall, or 2-block tall flowers, and you can't put them in a clay pot, and so I just went ahead and used item frames. You can still see through the window and get these as well. There's also the sunflower and the peony, but I just I would have had to add 2 more, and I don't know. I could have done it, but no big deal. I should have probably made it more symmetrical and put this one all the way at the end here, but whatever. I'll show you the bottom part. well, I mean, it's just the same, you know, that redstone mechanic thing. And so here, down here is where I'll collect my, see, I got the blue worker, which is probably this one, and nope, that was this one. So I can come down here and collect all the clay that I get from people who are buying flowers. Yeah, and so I'll show you what you have to do. This one I haven't set this one up yet. What you basically do is to get it to work correctly, or if you want to change the payment, you take 21 blocks of any item, it doesn't matter what it is, and you just place it in there like that, and then whatever payment you want, you just leave in the first spot. And so if they put clay in the dispenser, then it'll come down through the chest. Now right now this one, okay, I already used it, but I'll show you. If this was empty, like you just set up this like that, and then this hopper was empty as well, what you have to do is you just need well, what I'm trying to say is that when you first set it up, the dispenser, you need to put see, if you put the first clay, it gets stuck in that hopper. Oh, well, I guess it's gonna work. I don't know, sometimes. Okay, alright, so I don't know. That's not how I had to set it up, but I mean, I guess I did something. I think it's with the redstone. Like the first time you set it up, when you first build it, you have to put 2 of the payment item in the hoppers to get it to work correctly, because one is supposed to be stored here. So the first time you do it, the first payment will stick here, and that triggers the redstone mechanic, and then the second piece of clay will actually trigger the whole thing where it actually dispenses a flower. I know that doesn't make sense, or kind of doesn't make sense, but if you build it, you'll understand. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, people can come and pay me some clay. The reason why I wanted some clay is just because I need some more clay to build my house, and so right now my current payment is clay. And if everything goes well, yeah, I can maybe, if nobody's interested in buying flowers, or everybody has enough flowers or whatever, I can maybe turn this into something else. We'll see. But I like it. It looks good. Yeah. And so I guess it's the end of another video. So bye.